The 2026 Los Angeles mayoral primary is unfolding under a cloud of intense public scrutiny. Incumbent Mayor Karen Bass is fighting for a second term, facing serious challenges from both sides of the ideological spectrum. City Council member and former Bass ally Nithya Raman is running against her from the Democratic Party's left flank. On the other side, Republican and former reality TV star Spencer Pratt has capitalized on widespread voter anger following the devastating 2025 Palisades fire to mount a challenge from the right. This three-way ideological squeeze fractured the electorate, making it impossible for any single candidate to secure the 50% majority needed to win the election outright. These are the results from election night. Karen Bass leads at 34.3%, followed by Raman at 28.5%, and Pratt at 25.8%. As you can see, every candidate is locked well below that 50% threshold. However, an estimated 66,000 ballots remain uncounted, a massive variable that could, in theory, shift the final standings. So how can news networks already declare Spencer Pratt eliminated and project a runoff when tens of thousands of votes are still outstanding? Answering that requires examining the statistical logic data journalists use to forecast election results before the physical counting is finished. The rules governing this race are set here, at Los Angeles City Hall. Los Angeles uses an all-party primary system. This means the top two vote-getters advance to the general election, regardless of which political party they belong to. Think of this system as a mathematical filter designed to take a crowded field and distill it into a final binary choice for the general election. Since no one hit that 50% mark, the logic shifts towards identifying the two candidates with the most statistically secure leads.
The core metric you'll see on the live tracker is the 92.4% of expected votes in figure. This percentage is based on the expected vote denominator, a dynamic estimate of what the final ballot total will be once every vote is counted. Statisticians build this estimate by blending historical early voting data with real-time turnout reports from county election officials throughout Election Day. This methodology allows the decision desk to accurately predict the composition of the remaining 66,000 ballots, instead of waiting weeks for a manual count to conclude. When we apply this formula to Spencer Pratt, we can see the specific hurdle he faces. He currently trails Nithya Raman for the second runoff spot by 2.7 percentage points. To bridge that gap, Pratt would need to win an impossibly high percentage of those remaining 66,000 votes. Because early voting trends and geographic data already exist for the uncounted pool, the math shows it is statistically impossible for the remaining ballots to skew far enough in Pratt's favor to overtake Raman's lead. This specific calculation is what eliminates Pratt, allowing the network to definitively call the race for Bass and Raman. The projection is final. The right-wing challenger is out, and the incumbent mayor will face the progressive challenger in the general election. This means the upcoming general election will be fought entirely on the center-left to progressive-left spectrum. By narrowing the field this way, the decision desk's math has identified the specific political fault line where the city's future will be decided. Ultimately, tracking election math does more than just identify a winner. It maps a city's shifting political boundaries in real time.